Ah, yes, all streaks must come to an end, unfortunately. But that clip, that opening clip, it sums up a lot of why I fell in love with Battlefield in the first place. And you hear people dog on Battlefield, right? And I used to be one of those people back in the day. You guys know who've been around the channels for a long time now. You guys know that I started with Call of Duty back in COD 4. I've only been like hardcore into Battlefield now for what, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Like it hasn't been that long of, like, I'm not an OG, right? You know, I'm in the Battlefield scene, but I'm definitely no Battlefield OG. And you used to hear people talk about dogging on Battlefield all the time, and I was one of those people too where, you know, I would find a camper in Call of Duty really pissing me off, and I'd be like, hey man, just get out of my lobby, bro. Go play Battlefield or something, right? And once I finally gave Battlefield the chance that it deserves, it was moments like that that made me fall in love with the franchise, though. You know, as you can see from that opening clip, it was a blowout game. It was an uneventful game. So it's like, I wasn't recording at that point. Didn't think it was a gameplay worth uploading or anything like that. And, you know, I go down to cap that flag, and then a teammate ends up following me down there. And I just went down there to cap that flag just to speed it up so we can move on to the next game, because I only had like a half hour to record or something like that. So I just wanted to speed that up. And then just out of nowhere, man, the whole team like spawns down there, right? We got a tank down there, and this shit's going crazy, man. I love that shit about Battlefield. But my bad, my people. It's been, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded the Battlefield gameplays, and I'll tell you what, like, Season 4 is, I wouldn't say I'm disappointed with it, but there a couple of things that I was concerned about with Season 4 is definitely, you know, turning its ugly head. Like, that grenade launcher is really getting on my nerves. But, you know, as I said on my main channel in a couple of videos as well too, I've just been in a funk with gaming as a whole, and Battlefield is not helping. You know, I made a commentary on crossplay and, you know, being on console, playing against PC players, and the advantages that they have, and how it's just straight up bullshit trying to play against those types of people. They just sit there and cry about aim assist, and aim assist is so powerful, it's so OP. It is legal aimbot, they try to say. And the advantages that they have on PC alone, never mind keyboard and mouse, is just, it's insane, man. So, you know, I'm in this place now where if I go for gameplay, usually it's on old gen, but I would prefer to play it on new gen because it looks better, sounds better, functions more. But it is just, it's so hard for me to play it on new gen, man, because it genuinely feels like, to me, this is just my opinion. I know some people just, they don't hear that. When you speak your opinion, they don't hear that. That's not allowed around these parts and on the internet in 2023. If you speak your opinion, oh my goodness, look the fuck out, man. It's crazy out here. You're not allowed to do that, okay? But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and speak my opinion, and my opinion is that this game is very unenjoyable on new gen because of crossplay with PC. I've tried so many times to turn off crossplay, and I cannot find a lobby, man, because I know for a fact right now I would love it. But when I'm playing this game on new gen, I would say, dead ass, I'm not even exaggerating right now at all, 98% of my deaths are from PC players, usually on keyboard and mouse. And it's always a funky ass death too, where I'm like, my jaw's on the floor and I'm like, how the fuck did I lose that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it got me to a place where it's, yeah, okay, so I'll go for gameplay on old gen, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I could because I'd rather be playing it on new gen. But when you play it on new gen, it is like Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking with the PC sweats. You're at a complete disadvantage if you're on console and controller. And it's just, I find myself not really enjoying myself in that situation, man. It's gotten me contemplating lately. Like, I've dead ass for the last month, maybe 2, maybe even 3, I've thought about it just because of new gen alone, making a video and just letting you guys know that I am out with Battlefield content on the channel. I know I pretty much turned this second channel into a Battlefield channel, but dude, I don't want to do it anymore. It is complete bullshit, man. It is a complete advantage for them, disadvantage for us, and there's nothing we can do about it, man. If you want to play the best version of this game on console, you are at a disadvantage. period. There's like, I don't give a fuck what these people have to say, man. I see it from my own eyes. I experience it every time I get on this game. I see it. Y'all are fucking dominating the leaderboards, talking about how console controller aim assist is legal aimbot and shit, but y'all are at the top of the fucking leaderboards though, just going ham, right? Destroying me in ways that a controller player never could. Why is it that they always claim that controller is legal aimbot, aim assist is legal aimbot, and it's completely overpowered, it's bullshit, it's cheese, but I would rather play against other controller players? I'm completely fine console v console, controller v controller. I'm fine with playing against these, and I'm using the air quotes right now, playing against these legal aimbot players. I want nothing to do with the K&M PC crowd, nothing. I would even still recommend this game in the state that it's in to people. When people ask me about it, I'm like, hell yeah, man. 2042 is a way better game now, especially if you want to compare it to like Modern Warfare Deuce. Are you kidding me? It's not even, dude, it's not even a fair fight at this point. It's like LeBron James up against some middle schoolers, or Austin Matthews on the Maple Leafs. It's like him up against a bunch of kids or some shit, man. Like it's not even a fair fight. But that being said, I think they need to do more, though. I think they need to give this game more content. I don't think they're doing enough in this moment. It's like one new map every few months for a season, and then you'll get a couple of reworks, right? You get a couple of guns. I don't think it's enough. I think they need to do more. But that being said, I will still recommend this game to people if they ask me. I'll just be like, hey, look, man, if you're on new gen, this is a situation, though. It's sweaty as fuck. It feels like Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to annoy you. It's going to piss you the fuck off and probably make you rage quit. But the game is a solid game. If you could actually get a lobby, right, with a bunch of console players, you will have fun on this game. And that's the part that pisses me right off, right? It's like on new gen, the graphics are better. The game feels so much better. The load times are so much better. All of that, right? If I get a lobby, and we got a bunch of console players in there, dude, like, I'm having a fucking blast, man. I don't want to get off the game, right? But when I'm in just your regular lobby that you seem to get, I would say like 99 times out of 100 on new gen, it mostly, or at least half of it, is PC K&M players. Dude, I'm usually not having fun. I'm usually miserable. Can't wait to get off the game. Hurry up and get this game in so I can get that XP, that Battle Pass XP. And I'm out, man. It is... The whole crossplay thing is that frustrating for players like myself, man. I don't know how many of you guys listening to my voice right now can relate, but that's just where I'm at with it, man. I'm not having, like, I like the game. I know I like the game, but I'm not having fun with how they're implementing this shit. That's just where I'm at with it right now, but I'll still recommend it to people. But right now it's killing my vibe for gaming. It's killing my vibe for playing Battlefield. It's killing my vibe for wanting to make content on the game. It's weird when you watch a video from the homie Jack Frags, and he's talking about how there's going to be a whole another year of content for this game. It was leaked in some database that there's going to be a year or two of content for this game. And your first thought is, well, that's great, man. That's great for all the people enjoying 2042. That's great for the people who are on the fence about the game and they've just been waiting for it to get more content. And they've been waiting for it to fix it and patch it and get it right. And they're going to jump into the game. That's great for them. They have more content to look forward to. That is great that they're going to continue to support the game. But immediately after you have that first thought, you're like, well, fuck, man. If I'm going to enjoy it at all, it's going to be on old gen, which I enjoy playing less because it runs a hell of a lot shittier than on new gen. And it's just like... it's mixed feelings is an understatement with that. It's like, all right, so with the matchmaking, you're better off playing it on old gen. But if you want a better experience for the function of the game, how well does it work? How does it play? How good do your bullets connect? How good are the graphics? All of that shit, the load times and everything else. It's like, all right, well, you can play it on that, but now you're gonna have to deal with K&M and PC most of the time. And they're going to absolutely fucking destroy you and destroy any good time that you could have on the game. It's like, it's bad, right? When you hear some good news like that and you're like, well, all right, so that's great because of this, but then that's also not great because of this. And it's just, dude, it's a weird place right now. Like, if we were in a situation, especially with this game right now, completely free for the month on PlayStation, and they have this available on Xbox Game Pass now. I don't see how there's not enough people playing this on console where you could shut crossplay off and be able to find a lobby. I don't see how there's not enough people on console playing this game. I just don't. But when you shut off crossplay, you literally cannot find a lobby. I think the most I ever found on Xbox was like 4 people one time. I found 4 other people and we were all on the same team. We were sitting there in an empty lobby. I sat there and replied to comments and a bunch of other shit for about 20 minutes, and we did not find anybody else. It was just us. Eventually, a couple of those people left, and then eventually I gave up too because I was done waiting at that point. Like, that was the most I ever found, bro, trying to turn off crossplay. You know, you see them out there in the lobbies. Like I said, at least half, but usually more, is PC K&M players in your lobbies, but you do see the console players out there, but I don't know, man. You turn crossplay off and you can't find a lobby, and it sucks, dude. It's like, yeah, when people ask me about the game, it's hey, man, it's so much better than what it was. It's so much better than this game. It's so much better than that game, and you can genuinely have a good time with it, but how are you on matchmaking? It's like, if I was to recommend it to somebody, right? It's like, how are you against K&M PC players? Like, how much does getting killed constantly by people who clearly have an advantage over you, how much does that mean to you? Because for me, it pisses me off, man. I know I'm basically a casual gamer, but fuck, man, that shit pisses me off. I just want a fair fight, and I don't feel like I have one up against PC and K&M. I don't feel like there's a fair fight here to be had for your boy. But they actually just announced today that they are shutting down Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2 and Battlefield 1943. They are taking them out of the digital stores on the 28th of April, and they are shutting down the servers in December as well. So they're shutting down these games, right? And I hear this news earlier today. They dropped this a few hours ago, and I'm hearing this news, and I'm like, all right, so you guys are shutting down these games, right? People are still playing them, and I always hear about how great these games were back in the day, and how I missed out, especially with Bad Company 2. And you're shutting down these games, and we got Portal over here that could definitely use some more content. And Portal right now is boring as fuck. Like, where's all the Portal content? They want to shut down these games. All right, shut them down and bring all that shit over to Portal, man. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I'm telling you, this game right now, as I said, I could easily recommend this game to people, but it definitely needs more content. They definitely need to keep with it, and they definitely need to dial it up a couple of notches, in my opinion, for me to be like, all right, this is the game, hands down. They just need to put some more work in. But that's it. That's all I got for this one. I just kind of wanted to have a little talk with you guys. Heard that news about them shutting down a few of them older Battlefields and all that, and I don't know, it's been a while since I had a video up. Just want to let you guys know what's going on and how I have been, because of new gen and crossplay, I have been contemplating possibly walking away from the Battlefield content. But you know, I haven't made a decision yet, man. I still love the franchise, right? And I want to really enjoy this game. And it's hard, man. It's hard when you know you're getting bullshitted on by people who clearly have an advantage over you. You know, the nerds will tell you to get good. The nerds will tell you it's a skill issue when it's not. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see the gameplays I got up on the channel constantly. The gameplay I'm showing you in this video, it's like, clearly I don't really have a skill issue there, man. Clearly these nerds have an advantage and they want to keep that advantage, and they just shit on everybody who disagrees with them, right? Disagrees with their opinions or whatever the fuck it is. You know, I don't know, some toxic bullshit. You know the way these nerds are, these virgin nerds are out here. You know the way they get with toxicity, and they're just miserable people, man. That's all it is. But I just want to let you guys know what's going on and let you guys know why I've been slacking with the content on my second channel for Battlefield lately. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.